So, you're new to Final Fantasy XIV, or you've been playing for a while, and you're wondering, hey, what's this whole free company thing all about? Like, do I really need to join one? Well, I'm here to tell you why you might consider joining an FC and give you some ways to find the right one for you. Free companies, or FCs, are player-run organizations where players can create their own community in-game. There are thousands of FCs out there, both big and small, and you can even create your own FC. Now, why in the world should you join an FC? First of all, if you're completely new to the game, I wouldn't worry about rushing to find an FC. Take your time to enjoy and navigate the game. I don't think I joined my first FC until I'd been playing for a couple months, and then someone randomly sent me a request, and I joined without knowing what I had just accepted. So there's no rush or requirement for anyone to join an FC, so make sure you take your time in deciding if you want to join one and which one to join. With that being said, let's jump into a few reasons why an FC could be an enjoyable or helpful experience for you. Reason number one, a sense of community. This is a big reason, if not the biggest reason, people join FCs. Once you find the right FC, which, spoiler alert, it can take some time, you'll be part of a group of players who you can be yourself around and socialize with. FCs are a great way to meet new players in-game and make friends with people who enjoy Final Fantasy XIV and other things you might enjoy. There is also literally an FC for everything. There are FCs who are dedicated to crafting and gathering, FCs focused on high-end raiding, FCs dedicated to role-playing. I've even seen an FC where everyone dresses up in maid outfits and goes around sweeping up in different cities. And of course, there are FCs that do a little bit of everything. Most FCs will run content together, host events, have random conversations in chat, and be a good resource for any help you need. They can run dailies, new content, or whatever someone asks for help with. This is especially great for you DPS mains out there because we all know that a long queue time can be a pain. It's also great to have people to run content with and ask questions to, especially as you're getting used to the game. And that brings me to my next point, reason number two to join an FC, to have a place to ask questions and generally learn more about the game. FCs are a great place to learn about the game. Most FCs have a mix of sprouts and veteran players, and like Final Fantasy in general, most players are very friendly and want to help sprouts. I've asked a bunch of questions in the FC chat, and I also love answering people's questions too if I can. So if you're looking for a sense of community, friends, or people to hang out with in-game, then an FC is a great opportunity. And a sense of community doesn't just mean having people to run content with or AFK with at the FC house. A good FC community will also be a great place for you to ask questions, talk about the game and your interests, and possibly even find IRL friends. Most FCs will also host events like mount farming and treasure maps as well to get people together and talking. Also, you can be as active or inactive in an FC as you want. You don't have to be social to be part of an FC. And I want to stress this because many people think they have to be super active or talkative to be part of an FC. But many people who join an FC don't chat, don't attend events, don't run content, or really anything, and that's perfectly fine. No FC should force you to participate in any events or content they have going on, and if they do, that's a red flag. For me personally, I'm not always in a social mood, and most of the time I like doing my own thing in-game. However, when I want to engage with people, have a question, or want to talk about the newest content, it's nice to have a group of people you can turn to. Reason number three why you should join an FC is because most FCs have an FC house where you can hang out and meet other FC members. This is a nice substitute if you don't have your own house because you can buy a room in the FC house, enjoy the rest of the FC house, and you can also teleport directly to the house even if you haven't accessed that area yet in the MSQ. For example, if you're in A Realm Reborn and your FC has a house in Shirogane, you can still teleport to the house. The only thing with this is if you do leave an FC and have a room in the house, make sure to take out all your furniture before you leave because it'll all be gone if you just leave it there. Now, another reason to join an FC is for the FC buffs. Most FC leaders will have buffs going on throughout the day. And you probably don't even notice these, but they can be super helpful. There are several buffs that can take effect on everyone in the FC when activated. Now, not everyone in the FC can activate these, only the leaders can, but these do include buffs for experience points, for crafting, gathering, and battle content, MGP payouts, teleportation fees, crafting stats, and more. All things that can help you level your jobs a little bit faster or make an aspect of the game just a little bit better. And usually FC leaders are receptive if you ask for a certain buff to be put up. Now, before we talk about how to find an FC, I do want to say this. If you've had a bad experience with an FC before, don't let that taint your perception of all FCs. It's really hard to find the perfect FC for you, and to be honest, I'm kind of still trying to find my own. But, and I cannot stress this enough, if you do not like or enjoy an FC, leave. Don't feel bad or think that you're going to offend someone or whatever. Your time and money is valuable, so you should be enjoying your time in-game. You can always leave an FC at any point. If you're testing out an FC, I would give it a week or so, and if you feel the FC is not what you're looking for, then leave. There are plenty of other FCs out there, and the people in the FC shouldn't take offense unless they're children. Also, FCs shouldn't be toxic or stressful, and if they are, you better run. There's quite literally no need for that. Okay, now let's get into how you can find your perfect FC. There are a few ways to find a free company. The first way is through the Lodestone website. There are actually two sections in the Lodestone website, which is the official Final Fantasy XIV website, where you can look for free companies. And I'll be sure to link both of these in the description of the video. So one feature of the website is the free company search, where you can look at all of the active FCs and use some basic filters to find ones that you might be interested in. The thing with the free company search is that you don't get a lot of details about the free company. It's super basic, and so you don't really know exactly what the free company is all about. The other option, which I prefer and provides more information, is Community Finder. This is where you can find free companies who are currently recruiting, as these FCs have to actively make a page to post on Community Finder. Unlike with the free company search, which just lists all the FCs in your world. In Community Finder, when you click on an FC's profile, you can see more information about them, such as how many members they have, whether they have a house, and any other information they want to write out. Community Finder is, in my opinion, the best way to find an FC if you have no idea where to start. After you find an FC you're interested in, they should have details on how to request to join. Some people ask you to message them in a game or on Discord, or just to comment on the Community Finder page. The one thing with Community Finder is that not all FCs are on there, since the FC has to actively create a page, but it's still a really good place to start. Now, these other methods I'm going to mention are a little less directed, but you can still find a good FC this way. One way is through Shout Chat. So you've probably seen people in Shout Chat typing details about a free company. I would look at these if you're looking for a free company and send a tell to the person if you want more info, or look them up on Lodestone. Another place where free companies post is on Party Finder. Same kind of thing here. You can check Party Finder, and usually there are a couple posts of someone recruiting for an FC. You can always message them to learn more or request to join. And then another way you can find an FC is simply by looking at players that you see in game. So if you notice a player with an FC name you like or you're interested in, you can right-click on them and click on View Company Profile. This will give you a short description of the free company, and you can even apply to the FC directly this way. And then the last way I'd mention is simply through word of mouth. So if you've been playing, you have friends or you have people that you've met in game, you can always ask more about their FC, see if you can join, and find a free company through just word of mouth. And there you have it, why you should consider joining an FC and how to find one. Free companies can be a great addition to the game, but they're not mandatory. So if you're only wanting to play solo and don't want random messages popping up in your chat, then don't feel obligated to join an FC. And if you're not sure if you want to join one, give it a try, and like I said, you can always leave. Let me know in the comments what you look for in an FC, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and happy FC scouting!